Hello everyone, welcome to this session of Digital Asset Management in an AI-first world. This section has been divided into three parts. The first part is an intro where we will tell you what are the new features of Content and Commerce AI Beta. The second part is about the technical details, and in the third part we have a demo for you where we will show you how to use Content and Commerce AI Beta in your enterprise applications. So let's start. So before we start, we have to understand what is content intelligence. Content intelligence is a set of artificial intelligence microservices built to understand which aspects of a digital experience resonate with the customer and how those insights could be used to deliver meaningful personalized experiences. For example, we are able to tell if it was the color, celebrity, hero image, or copy that resonated with the customer. In content intelligence related use cases, we have content tagging, where we automatically tag content both internal and customer facing with relevant labels, topics, concepts for the organization and delivery. In content reuse and authoring, we assist content creators and users in the process of adapting existing content efficiently or even in the processing of authoring content for maximum impact. In metadata enhancement and search, we enhance search and discoverability with AI-driven metadata. Visual site search and content similarity is self-explanatory. In media transform and personalization, we deliver personalized experience with AI-adopted marketing content. In content-aware insight and personalization, we apply features, metadata associated with asset as part of customer experiences. This enables marketers to understand their customer affinities and deliver relevant experience with personalization. So these are the features of Content and Commerce AI API. So in keyword extraction, it automatically extracts salient keywords and tags from enterprise documents. In color extraction, it automatically label and quantify the color composition of an image. In visual recommendation, it delivers visually similar product recommendation to customer based on shape, design and color. In custom classifier, it automatically label an enterprise image and document with custom AI models. Let's say you are an retailer with who has products for beginners, hobbies, and highly technical customers. So with custom classifier, we can say whether the content was targeted towards beginners, hobbyists, or highly technical customers. So if the content intelligence is implemented properly, then the return on investment will be high because marketer productivity will be increased, content velocity will be high, and customer engagement can be maximized. In the next section, we will discuss about the technical details. Discussing asset compute extensibility architecture. So when a user uploads an asset to AEM, AEM uploads the asset to Cloud Blob storage. Once that is done, AEM makes a HTTP post request to Asset Compute Service. Once that is done, Asset Compute Service validates authentication and authorization and orchestrates the request to custom worker. This custom worker is a headless action powered by Asset Compute Firefly app. Once that is done, the custom worker downloads the asset from the Cloud Blob storage. Once that is done, this custom worker does the custom processing to generate the rendition either using Adobe services, libraries, or third-party services. Once this processing is completed, it uploads the renditions to the Cloud Blob storage. When this part is completed, this custom worker generates an Adobe I/O events with the results. Once this is completed, AEM receives the event by pulling Adobe I/O events journal. Once that is done,
AEM downloads the renditions and processes the result. So this is all about asset compute extensibility architecture. In our specific cases, this Adobe service is a very special service which is like content and commerce AI APIs for AEM. This custom worker will interact with content and commerce AI APIs for AEM. So to see it at a very different level, a developer generally develops a custom worker, which is nothing but a custom asset microservices, which interacts with content and commerce AI to generate the metadata. Once that part is completed, this developer provides the URL to a AEM practitioner, and this by AEM practitioner configures a processing profile with the URL provided by the developer. So when someone upload an assets to AEM, if that asset processing profile is applied to a folder, then that will be automatically applied to that asset if that asset is being uploaded to that particular folder. Else, there is an option where you can quickly reprocess it using any kind of processing profile. Now we will move to the demo section. In this demo section, we will see how to work with CCAI beta features, also how Firefly works, how it helps you, and how to debug a custom worker. We will discuss everything in the demo section. Last section, we have to create a Firefly app, and to do that we have to create a project inside console.adobe.io. I have already created a project, and inside that project I have already added an workspace which is very specific for me, and inside that workspace I have already configured the necessary APIs that are there. And now let's start with creating the app. So this is my app name. It will ask me which organization I have to use. So this is my organization. It will ask me which project I have to use. This is my project. This is my workspace. And it's downloading all the config that is required for this project. And I only need an action. And I only need Adobe Asset Compute Worker, not the generic one. Let's say I name this action to, and it will create everything that is required for this project. But I am stopping this because I have already done it for us to save us some time. So as you can see, this is an already generated app. I haven't changed anything except this index.js file. So in this index.js file, what I'm trying to do, like I'm trying to fetch all the metadata from CCAI API and trying to map them with some properties. To give you some idea, this is CCAI color names, this is CCAI color RGB, and this is my metadata schema. So the color names has been mapped with color names, which is nothing but this metadata. Similarly, RGB is mapped with CCAI color RGB property. So I have already mapped them. I have already created a metadata which is very custom for CCAI. Now, few things to remember inside this index.js file. I am using default analyzer ID, which is very specific for color extraction. In case you wanted to have text extraction or some other CCAI feature, then we have to modify it accordingly. And once everything is done and you are satisfied the development has been completed, you only have to write like AIO app deploy. So once you do that, then it will automatically deploy this action into IO runtime environment. So my action is already deployed, and what I have done is this URL. I copied this URL and try to remember this URL starts with 30489 and it ends with test worker. And I created a processing profile, and inside that processing profile, I configured this runtime action and it's there. And as you can see, endpoint URL must be a Firefly app of the same organization. This part I have already done. So let's try to upload an asset and see how it works. So let's do that. So I upload an asset and let me reprocess this asset with this processing profile. And it's Jonathan something. It's Jonathan metadata and the asset. Okay, so the processing has been completed and the metadata has been generated. So this is how the metadata looks like. Now let's see how it looks like on the UI. Okay, so the metadata for color names and color RGB has been generated. During the time of development, you might have to debug certain things or analyze certain things. To help you with that, we have Asset Compute Dev Tool. If you want to use Asset Compute Dev Tool, then you have to configure your .env file either with an S3 bucket or an Azure storage. Once you have done with that, then you are good to go. So once you configure your .env file with either a S3 bucket or an Azure storage, then you just use this command. This command will populate an UI, and in this UI you will see a drop down. This drop down will contain all the asset that is there either on your S3 bucket or Azure storage. In case if you want to add a new asset, you can add it from here. And in case if you want to generate a rendition, you just have to say run, then the rendition will be populated over here. And during the time of rendition generation, you can literally debug it on your local machine. So that concludes our session about demo and debugging. Thank you.